something we do at 7:30. I thought this was going to be a topic in and of its own, so I thought I would do a video on it. That way it doesn't dominate the daily financial news. If you don't know, we do a daily show at 7:30, 7 days a week. Yes, every day of the year. We also do a series of multimillionaire interviews Monday through Friday. So if you'd like to get a taste of what's going on with money, with investing, cost of capital, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But two things to be known. A, I don't create content for the YouTube algorithm. I do it for you. I don't try to feed stimulus videos or other things. I just keep doing this every day to help you and help myself get a little bit better. And second, we produce about 4 or 5 original pieces of content every day. So if you do hit the notification bell, just know you're going to get 4 or 5 updates every day. In the end, this video is about the Senate, the blue wave completing. It looks like the Senate is going to go blue. Yes, I expect runoffs or recounting and legal fights and all that nonsense that we saw after the election. But it does look like the Senate just went blue, completing a blue wave. A couple of things. First and foremost, if you've watched this channel, I did not want this. I think a all red or all blue government was not what our founding fathers wanted. I believe, in general, it is bad for America to have the Democrats in charge of the House, the Senate, and the presidency. In fairness, I think it is bad for the Republicans as well. But we are dealing with what now is being called the blue wave. So I didn't want it. Just didn't want it because I'm going to go through a list of things that I think will happen. And they're not all good. They're not good, at least not all good. But, that said, well, I guess first off, why did I want a divided government? Because that's what I think government should be. It should negotiate, compromise. It should be in the middle, not extreme. When you have one side having all the power, everything goes farther right or farther left than center. And I'm not a person who believes government or any of that should be skewed to the left or skewed to the right. We are, in general, a country of the middle, and this is likely going to be a rough couple of years, in my opinion. So second, am I afraid of what's coming? I want to be clear. I don't share some of the YouTube entertainers' fear-mongering that I see going on right now. Do I want it? No, I've already said that. But am I afraid? It takes a lot to make me afraid, right? Do I think somebody's going to come and take my property or take my stuff? No, I believe all of that is so outside the realm of possible. I don't even give it credence. But, we need to realize that certain parts of our economy will get incentives and certain parts of our economy will be, I want to say attacked, but that's, in this day and age, that's the wrong word. Right? There will be some people that feel pain, some industries that feel pain, and some that feel good. And as an investor whose sole job is to take care of his family, okay, so the Senate went blue. Now what do I do? That's how I act. And then again, you need to realize that this is a 2-year journey. In 2 years, we will have midterm elections, and we will once again have a chance to flip the House or Senate red, thus creating a divided government, which is, again, better for all of us. So no, I'm not afraid. I'm not going to crawl up in a little ball and cry and whine and blame other people. I truthfully think the Republicans had some execution problems in Georgia. It was there for the taking. They chose a strategy that alienated a lot of their voters. And that's probably not a good idea when you know you're really close to 50-50. So I think it was a couple of strategic errors, and now all of us, we're going to feel the pain for a couple of years. So this is what I see coming. First and foremost, Mr. Biden is going to have a far easier time getting his cabinet approved. It was very clear that Mitch was not going to be friendly to many of his cabinet picks. Well, guess what? It's going to be smooth sailing for now. My guess is there will probably be 0 issues, but maybe they'll find one and reverse it as a token. But yeah, faster cabinet. Nah, not appointees. What do I want to say? Vetting or whatever it's called, approval. Two, this is a real deal, and this is going to come out hot. A lot more money is going to be spent, given away, created a debt for our future kids to pay off and grandkids. Money is going to be coming. Goldman Sachs, I think, is out with a note this morning that says that we could expect another stimulus in the tune of 600 billion. Gold. I don't say this a lot because Goldman's really good at what they do. I think they're light. I think Biden wants to come out swinging, and I bet you his first stimulus, which I bet is done by March, is $1 trillion. He's going to throw a T on it just cause. And he's going to get those $2,000 checks out, right? He promised the folks of Georgia, give me these seats and your 2K is coming. Sounds like he bought some votes to me. I'm sure the way it was said, it wasn't illegal, but that's pretty easy. Yeah, I'm going to vote for that guy. I want $2,000. That's an easy message to deliver, especially within the last 24 hours of an election, as opposed to coming out and saying, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. It's not what you want to do 24 hours before an election. The other thing that's going to come out, not only is more money going to be spent, it's going to come out faster, right? Faster. So, what did it take? 4 or 5 months to get this last stimulus deal done? It's going to take 4 or 5 weeks for the next one. It's just going to be on steroids, on speed. It's gonna be fast. In addition, you can expect the states to get their bailout. New York, California, Chicago, or Illinois. Sorry, Chicago's not a state. It is bailout time. You are going to get your bailout. Your governors were playing for a bailout. It is coming. And it's going to come fast. It's part of the $1 trillion bailout I see coming. It's going to be $2,000 for everybody. Bail out the states. Money to invest in hospitals. Da 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 da. $1 trillion gone. Psh. Next, I believe housing assistance programs will grow in the first year. It won't be their first thing, right? They're going to do the stimulus and some other stuff first, reverse taxes and things of that nature. But I believe housing assistance will grow. I believe that's two aspects. One is rental assistance. So what is often called Section 8 gets bigger. But also I believe owner occupants will get credits. And I've done several videos on these. I think that is that creates bubbles. But hey, if you know they're coming like I do, well, I'll go buy some houses, wait, sell into the bubble just like I did last time. If you guys ever read the book, what did I do in '08? I sold all my houses, all of them, and I bought apartments. So hey, if the government wants to do something stupid and inflate the price of housing, I have no problem selling every house I own. Fine, no problem. I'll wait. Crazy. Next, we are going to have student loan forgiveness. I don't know if it'll be 10 grand. I don't know if it'll be 50 grand. But damn, student loan forgiveness. I can't figure out why that math works. Why does student loan forgiveness work? But, hey, you bought some votes. You promised the youth that you would write off, you'd write off some of their student loans. Guess what? Time to pay up. You're going to write off some student loans. Next, higher taxes. First off, I believe in the first 6 months, there'll be a reversal of what's often called the Trump tax code, or the Trump tax, whatever it was called. Second, they're going to attack companies like Amazon, right? Amazon no longer is going to be able to claim $0 in taxes paid. It is possible they create something similar. Why am I drawing a blank? On your personal income taxes when you were When you paid so little, then it came over the top and said, this is what you have to pay. I'm drawing a blank on what's that called. It's too early. But yeah, companies can expect higher taxes. We can expect higher capital gains taxes. The country is going to go AMT. Thank you. I knew one of you would come through. Thanks, Ricky. AMT. I could see companies having a form of AMT. Maybe something like this. Hey, if you're a company that employs over 100 people or 1,000 people or 10,000 people, you have AMT based on revenue or something of that nature. Very possible. Capital gains is going up. Elizabeth Warren is going to go after the banks. Man, this is going to be, they're going to attack people that are perceived as not paying their fair share. Next, Wall Street, you're in trouble. Carried interest, probably gone. Real estate developers, right? I think they are going to throw up Trump's tax return and go, never again will we allow somebody to do that. Basically, Trump's taxes is basically pay zero because of all of these real estate goodies. So I see them putting that up. I see electric cars getting incented versus gas. I see big tech being attacked. I see infrastructure being spent big time. Roads, bridges, green energy, 5G, whatever you want to call it. The printing press is going to go on high. We're going to do more testing. We're going to have a mask mandate. We're going to accelerate vaccine rollout. All of these things. They're just going to throw money at it. We're likely going to have some regional lockdowns, things of that nature. Maybe even a national lockdown, especially if this UK or South Africa or whatever freaking variant comes. They're going to do some aggressive things. Then I do think inflation comes. I think inflation is the bugaboo, probably year 2, maybe year 2.5. I think rates go up. If you've been watching my channel, I told you 3 days ago that if I had to track one variable, I'd be tracking the 10-year note. Last night, when it looked like at least one of the seats would flip, the 10-year broke 1%. That doesn't sound like a lot, but it's been below 1% since March. And I told you, if the 10-year got to 1.5, the Fed would very likely lose control. So I think inflation goes up. I think the 10-year goes up. I think the Fed is forced to raise rates earlier than it wants. But in the end, again, I didn't want this. I'm a fan of divided government. I wouldn't want it to be all Republican either. But we're here now. Don't be afraid. I think 2021 is going to be a very clear year of drunken sailor spending. Assets are going to go up. Commodities are going to go up. The GDP is going to go up. Consumers will feel better, but there will be a nasty hangover. The hangover will be real. Hangover probably doesn't come until late 22. Maybe it stretches to 23, but there will be pain felt. But hey, the party's going to rage. It's going to be a fun one. Just realize you got to leave before midnight. Again, if you haven't read this book, I suggest you do it because there's a variable in here that saved my butt and it can save yours. I am going to do everything I did in this book. I had 8 houses in 2007-ish. This variable tripped. I sold them all. Technically, I exchanged them. I did 1031 exchanges, and we went to apartments. We went from 8 to 80 units. Cash flow exploded. Net worth did okay. Everything kind of went down, but I spend cash flow, not net worth. So in the end, folks, buckle up. We are going to have a party. It's going to be 2021 is going to be like 1999. It's going to be a party. Everybody's going to feel good, except maybe banks, big tech. But boy, consumers will start feeling better. Money's going to get spent like crazy, but there will be a hangover. Inflation, the dollar depreciation, interest rates going up. But Learn how to dance through the rain. Don't crawl up in a ball. Use this to your advantage. Let's at least make 21 better than 2020. It's got to be better. So that's what I think. Let me know what you think below. Have a wonderful day. And remember, we do the daily financial news in about 12 minutes. Take care.